Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Into the air right away is Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw. Good footwork, nearly all for naught. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Allen again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. They're trying to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ball again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Hall on a give up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. The Jets at 9 and 6 now. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
And I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Jones now on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And that's what we've seen from this. Long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now here's Allen. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And New York set to take the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Ball again on second down. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On play action, Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Washington's got it. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Jones. That is caught at the 7. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
These guys have definitely been on play in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And our score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Allen going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Steps away to his left. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
So, all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Takes it at the 7.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there. The Jet first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hall again.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here's the Jets punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Allen from the gun on third down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Final minute now of the third quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And good work there in space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 91 yards rushing for him so far as history. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Jets. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through. And now things going to be more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Take it in at the 3. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Jones on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
19 yards. That's another Jets first down.
Back to throw again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession. As they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. 65. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about